people. Baba has history of performing. I don't want to think about the time of election 2007. I was still in Kenya and in Nakuru. What I saw, my dear fellow Azimio members, can we talk to our people? Let us be really ambassadors. Let us talk to our people in Kenya. Call the diasporas. Wherever you are, please let us rally behind Baba. This is the time, and he has history of performing. So we need to put somebody in our country. We know what is happening in our country. Some of the people we want to speak with, they are still at home. They don't have jobs. See the records when Baba was in public works, what he did. So please, 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 my people back home, my people back home in Kenya, wherever you are, wherever you come from, whatever tribe you, whatever language you speak, whatever tribe you speak, whatever tribe you come from, wakati ni sasa na ni Baba. Yote yawezekana tukiwa na nani? Yote yawezekana tukiwa na nani wa Baba? Yote yawezekana tukiwa na nani wa Baba? Yote yawezekana tukiwa na Baba. Thank you.
You see now? I think that's the fire we want. We can feel it. I think more is coming. Thank you very much, Sister Mother. I will thank the community leaders. Let's calm down. I know she has energized us very greatly, and I think there's more. I think there's more to come. Before I invite Mzee Obure, who I think has the most experience in this room in matters of politics and in matters of giving us direction where he thinks, as our country Kenya is, will be better than what it is right now. But before he comes, so I'm telling you to be ready. I'm saying kukaa tayari. I'm going to call the last community leader. And this lady, as the pastor saying, she's going to be our next senator from District 38 here in the great state of Minnesota. She's my president, the president of Manigatinga, and she's doing an amazing job. We love her, we will support her, and I believe all of us will have a moment. You know, we have time to relocate to District 38 because it's our time to take the bull by the horn. We can't just be sitting here and seeing others being elected locally and even nationally. And we have been here for a very long time. Why not us? I think this is our time and we're going to start in a big way. So without further ado, please help me welcome Madam Holder Roman Inslee.
Good evening. Good evening once again. I'm Jambo. I have to acknowledge my roots. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the leadership of this chapter. Mr. Dr. Omari and the whole entire team, thank you for leading this effort. You've been keeping me up to date on what's been going on. And my job as a community leader is to create an environment where our people have access to the different opportunities so that they can choose for themselves who they want. But we all know the truth, who that is. From a personal perspective, I have my own personal opinions about what candidate I want to support. But let's be wise about it. Let's look at our country and choose a leader who's actually going to bring the change that we want to see, the change we have been waiting for. the change that we can pass on to our children and our children's children, the next generation, that we can be proud to say, yes, we helped elect a leader who is serving our country for the betterment of all people, and not just a certain clan, a certain tribe, a certain people. So as you sit here, you decide which one. Look at their track record. My sister Mabera said it very clearly. Look at the track record of each candidate. Figure out who stands here for the people and not for lighting their own pockets. For me, what I can advocate for is a leader who is willing to meet the needs of the people. And for us diaspora, what are those needs? One of the main needs is having a consulate close to each and every hub of the Kenyan community in the States here, and in Europe, in South America, anywhere that the Kenyan diaspora is. Right now, they asked us a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, they asked us to register. And they were asking us to go all the way to Washington, D.C., sit there, drive there, fly there, stay there for a day or two because you didn't know how the process was going to go, pay all that money, skip work to register as a citizen to vote. Come on now, they can do better. Minnesota is the second largest population of Kenyans in the U.S., besides Texas. We deserve a consulate here, and we deserve even an embassy here. My fight as a community leader is to work with our leaders to make sure that our needs are met. And that means having a consulate here so we don't have to worry about the services that really drive us as Kenyans, where we can just go and be treated like Kenyan citizens and get those services. Lastly, I want to say, let's not repeat the last one election, two elections in this past. Not only did our people suffer, but everyone in Michigan suffered. And we all know that we probably have a connection to someone who suffered. We have to stand up and announce any politician, anybody who comes in here and claims to bring division within our community and create an environment of violence. That's not the leader that we want. And so I sit here as Azimio, personally, as an Azimio supporter, but I also open this community to anybody who wants to connect to the community and tell us how they can serve our people, and we have to be smart about choosing. As my organizing secretary has said, I'm running for Minnesota State Senate here in Minnesota. And a lot of people have asked me, well, how come you didn't do it in Kenya? This is right, and this is what I tell them. As a senator here in Minnesota, we can do much more as a community of Kenyans back home. If we have resources here, and we know we have resources here, if, for example, my sister says we have a hospital that needs to be fitted, the senator's office can go to health partners and ask for beds and ask for equipment that can go to our people and help them. So my way of supporting our people from here is to run here so that we can open an opportunity for us to help our people back home. How many of you have tried to help our people back home? I've tried several times. My containers have been stuck at the port because of lack of good governorship and government and good leaders, actual leaders. So let's vote leaders who are willing to work with us, who are willing to put the people, the common humanity first before we do anything else. When you do that, you are doing a service to our people here in Kenya. Lastly, we know we've had a certain gentleman who's gone around and really spoke disruptively about our first family, about women, and I have to say that a lot of people think that is the leader of almost. I am here to 100% disannounce that kind of individual in our community. I strongly do not condone somebody who can go out there and talk about our women, our mothers in that manner. And with that said, we have to stand together. There's nothing wrong with supporting a candidate, but you don't go out of your way to destroy somebody, especially our women. And so I want to close by saying, let's take our time.
Now,
Thank you, Madam President. And as you can see, we will never go wrong. If she's elected the next senator, I don't think we will go wrong. We're still making the ground more
so this is a
nicer for
sitting
you,
out.
so
This
the longer you wait, the nicer we will make it.
from the router.
So we still remember it. I want to call Umoja to just entertain us
So
for a
this
minute,
here
so that people can stand up
internet.
and dance around a little bit.
Internet.
I don't want you to go down, you know, you sit for too long.
If
Your legs will go down. It's a cold weather, we don't walk outside a lot. So, anyway, if you can come for 2 minutes, then we will go back to the speaker. I hope we're doing well, and the best is yet to come. So, don't move anywhere. I want people to stand up, and I want people to stand up. Your names will be mentioned, and you will be entertained.
Weka vile viko chini, wazia changamoto. Vile viko chini, mziki. Baba baba.
Lupi.
Long time.
It's an excitement, ladies and gentlemen. It's an excitement, and I hope this is a reality. Si nimeona Azimio kabisa. This is a reality. I'm very thankful and grateful. I feel honored to stand before you as one of your former candidates and a leader, community leader, who has been in there with the Baba Tanzania. So, do you think I have something to tell? Yes. And do you think I have something to tell? Yes. Yes. I'm saying this because I'm so excited that the journey that started with one step is going to be 1,000. We have walked, we would say, being the father of Raila, all the way since I was a young man. And those of you of us who are here then and who are here now know exactly what we did, and this is what is happening. That's why I'm excited. I'm excited that at long last, Kenyans are going to have a leader of their choice. A leader that cares. A leader that who cannot miss steps. A man who has walked the tough journey up to where he is now. So, I may not have much to say. I just want to say to thank you very much for launching the Minnesota chapter. This is great. I've been pushing for this, I've been wishing for this excitement. And today I have no complaint that we have people who are thinking about their country. You all know that this time around, we are in a crisis, it's a world crisis, which is being state managed. But I was thinking about it, and I'm just thinking that it's good that we think about our country. About our country. What will happen and what happened? Myanmar, gentlemen. What happened back home then? You know, my wife was trapped in one of those police stations. She's here. Where are you, sweetheart? Stand up. There she is. Say hi. The first point, ladies and gentlemen, is that Kenya is our country. We own it. It's for us now. Tomorrow it's going to be for our children and our children's children. That was a gift that we were given, and we should guard it and protect it cherished. We do not want anybody to mess up Kenya. And if we don't want to go to what we went through the last time, that's the point I want to say. Let us use our guns now. And our guns, vile to say, Baba amesema, ni nini, kura, na nini, na kitambulisho. We want to vote in large numbers. word that this was our wish as Kenyans, and this is what we want. I'm asking our people to spare time to go home and vote. If you cannot vote here, go back home and vote or support. Get the telephone and call home. Call your grandma, call your mama, your dad, your sisters, your brother, your friends to vote unanimously so that we're going to have Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga in the State House. We hope that the team that we elect, we choose, will serve us. The second thing that I want to say is that we want to choose leaders. We want to choose leaders so that these leaders can serve us, not to serve themselves. This is very, very important. We can choose only Honorable Raila to be in State House. How about governors? How about us?
MCS.
Yes.
Senators.
What about them? We are forming a government. We are telling Raila to form a government composed of leaders who are decent. People who don't want to serve themselves, but people who want to serve Kenyans. The last thing I want to say, my fellow Kenyans, I want to ask one question, those ones who have come from Kisi. You know Otenyo is somebody, the oldest man who died in Kenya during the struggle for independence. He had a spear and he was annoyed, he speared, Otenyo speared somebody. Some of you don't you hear running in school? Yes, Otenyo, who speared the white man during the struggle for independence. The spear that was used was snatched from us. That's why you hear people now talking about chaplain. Those ones who are trying to follow the world crisis. The chaplain. Where is our chaplain? To those ones who will go to parliament. Ask, where is our chaplain? Where did it go? Can we have it back? Those are the example of hard questions that should be asked in Kenya. What is happening? Where are the jobs for our children? Where are the medicines in the hospitals? Where is the water? Where is the medical facilities for our mothers and sisters? Those are the hard questions that we should ask those ones who are aspiring for leaders, so that we know their stand, so that we know we have people who speak for us, fight for us, and die for us. That is very, very important. So I don't want to tell you, I've enjoyed, I've danced, and I want to dance on 90. So now it's not the time to dance. It's time to fight. You have not won yet until on 90. Yes. So it is time that you call your mama, your dad, your friends, so that they can go out there and vote. And vote for who? For who? Very good question. So thank you very much for welcoming me and recognizing that you were a leader one time, and still I intend to be your leader. Anytime you meet me anywhere, I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Ni wachache wako hapa ambao tunaita waheshimiwa wa kweli, wengine wanasema ni waheshimiwa bado hawajakuja. So I think I have a co-MC, Mr. Yani Yangweso. I'm on the back of the team so that he can continue where have reached a session where we want to invite our aspiring candidates who are going to run back home for 1 or 2 seats. We will start with the MCA, if there is anybody running as MCA. But we know for sure we have one running for the Nyamira Women Rep, Dr. Judy, and then we have one running for the senatorial seat in Kisii County, Mr. Jeffrey Chui. So as I hand over to the co-MC, Mr. Young, you will have the privilege to identify those who are running and invite them to come and speak. So I want to thank you for having me and the opportunity to be an MC. It's a tough job, but I think next time I'll do better. Thank you, Mr. Chui. Young. He's always young. I don't know when to go.
Thank you very much for the MC. Let one MC take a break. He's done a great job. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Obure. That's a very good speech. And we're hoping that we can implement this back home. As Mr. Obure says, we need everybody to call home. Make sure the votes are going to Azimio. Azimio? Azimio? Ah. So thank you so much. Right now we're going to invite Senator Chui that is running over there in Kisii for Senate. Give him a round of applause. Karibu Bwana Chui.
Thank you very much for the MC. I just want to start by saying that Azimio! 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 Sasa, thank you very much again for the opportunity to be here to talk to you today. But I want to, before I make my comments, I just want to start with one thing that I just want to make sure that it's clear and we get out of our system here. And I know my president, Madam Mulder, the next incoming senator for District 38 in Minnesota, she's here. She talked about that. But the issue I want to talk about, and I just want to make sure that as leaders, we focus on that and clear about who we are as leaders, is the issue of one of us by the name of Cosmo Chui, or Cosmo Choi from North Carolina. He made some very disparaging comments about our president's mother. And I think some newspapers back home did allude that this Choi is a Kisii leader in Kenya, in the US. So I just want to say that Kisii, that Cosmo Choi is not a Gusii diaspora leader anywhere in the US. Okay, and as such, his comments and his unspeakable comments are not part of us, and they do not present who he is in the diaspora. So I want to make sure that we are clear on that from the get-go. Okay, that Kisii people here in the diaspora, we are law-abiding citizens, we love our country, and we want the best for our country. But his comments and his opinions have no place as a Kisii or a Gusii in the diaspora. So I just want to make that clear from the get-go. So thank you for that. Then my next comment, of course, is that I also just want to clarify that my name is Jeffrey Chui. I'm running to be the next Kisii County Senator. And I know the past few weeks have been a little bit critical because I have changed tack in terms of my running. And being here as part of Azimio, I just want to clarify so that people can know why I'm here and why I'm also running for Senate. So, in the past, I was part of ODM. ODM is part of Azimio. Okay, and Azimio is a coalition of parties across Kenya that have Raila Odinga as their preferred presidential candidate. I, Chui, was part of ODM. but I chose to move out to run as independent. So this is where I want to clarify. As an independent candidate, I cannot affiliate myself with Azimio or Kenya Kwanza just because of the rules. But as an independent candidate, I'm allowed to caucus with any affiliation I want to be part of, based on the issues that I care about and based on issues that I want to advance. So in this case, I'm here and I'm caucusing with Azimio based on the issues that I think they're going to advance, which I'm also very passionate about. And then the last thing I want to say is that my support or my caucusing with Azimio, of course, support for Raila Odinga as the president, comes from way back. Because like Raila, I'm also a reformer. Okay? My interest for Kenya, my interest as a candidate, and my interest as a Kenyan citizen is to make sure that Kenya moves forward in a way that is progressive, in a way that is going to eventually build our country to a place where we want to be. So Raila espouses those agendas that I adhere to. So as a reformer, based on that, this is why I fully support Raila for president, and if there's no coalition, and me being as an independent, I'm going to support that candidate based on that, and based on the issues that I care about. So just want to make that clear so that we're on the same page. And then, lastly, because of time, I just want to say this before I finish. I want to bring into point the issue or the idea about being a diaspora person, diaspora candidate. I know many folks here care about back home. I know you're very passionate about what happens back home in terms of the economy, the leadership and governance. But for me, I just want to add on to that and urge you as much as you can. Okay? Because I realize that most of us send money back home, and that's a good idea. That's a great thing for us sending money back home. But I think we have seen what that has done so far, but I think we need more. Okay, most of us who came here to study, most of us who came here to learn and observe new things, I think it's about time that we take that opportunity to go back home and give back home in terms of being part of the process, in terms of being part of the leadership, being part of areas where we can improve integrity in our own sectors in terms of how things are being done. Rather than just sending money thrown out. Just for me, as a candidate, I'm choosing to say that, I know in the US, I have a good life and I can still have a good life, but I think I can do more back home. So that's why I'm appealing to you. And I'm asking you, all of those who care about Kenya, okay, support those of us who are running for office back home, okay? Raila Odinga has shown that he does espouse some of what we believe in. And I think in partnership with him and with like-minded leaders, I think we will do better. So my goal and my appeal, of course, from Minnesota and from other areas, is that tafadhali, okay, support those of us who are going back home to at least try and make change. Okay, I know there are people who don't quite support what we do because they assume that being from the diaspora, we're detached or we are so far away from things. But I want to tell you this, okay? Diaspora is no longer a place where we can call part. Okay, diaspora and Kenya are one. Okay, technology, right now you guys can actually see live on TV, shows you that we have become one to a point where whatever happens back home and whatever happens here is the same thing. Okay, so it's up to us to move that effort forward. On my behalf, on behalf of all those who are running in Kenya, we want you guys to support us and also support the passion. We also want to be president of Kenya, who's Raila Odinga, and also support any Azimio or Umoja candidate who's running. That is about it. Otherwise, thank you very much. And congratulations to the Minnesota chapter for Azimio. I think these guys have done a great job. I mean, this team has been there for a long Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the next president of Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chui. We wish you the best. As long as you're supporting Mama and Azimio, you're good to go. So next we're supposed to have Dr. Julie Mora running for women rep in Mira. Apparently she's probably she had to go talk to the kids somewhere outside, but we'll probably bring her in back in a few minutes. So right now we have our team members, Omosigari, Samuel Nyandoro, come up here and give us a little word of confidence.
Azimio. Azimio. Nataka kuweka vibaya. Kwa nini watu wameweka hivi? Azimio. Thank you for giving me this chance. I can see my God there. Alex, I can know there's a few people here. It's good. Madam President is here too. It's very good to see you. I see a lot of faces here that represent Azimio, and that's a good thing. I wanted to speak about one problem we are having in the diaspora. This is the narrative that we have back home, that when you talk about diaspora, huwezi shinda kula in Kenya. It's becoming a disease. And why is it happening? Let's ask ourselves this question. Because everybody back home says, you are the doctor. We have never discussed about that and why it happens. Because, I mean, we have leaders in our midst who can go back home and live. Why is it that people assume that if you go back to Kenya, you can't live? Have you ever asked ourselves that question? That's a very hard question. Why? Why does it happen? We have very good leaders in our midst. We have very able and very wise leaders. But the problem is that we also doing that narrative that we can't go back home and live. Why did it happen? What we have to change? What we have to change? Come on. We are one people here. I find somebody who lives in Minnesota, who is my neighbor, who says, oh, ukienda nyumbani utelezi shida wewe, lazima watakula pesa yako. Why does that happen? Okay, let's start. I'm not going to use the bottom one, whatever. Let's use very simple logic. You are here in the diaspora, you drive a car, you know how to use ATM, you know what is any technology that you can use. But then you see a problem that you can solve, you assume. You don't solve it. You think, hey, that's normal. That's what those people back home think. If they can't solve that simple problem, do they expect to come and lead us? That's a problem we have right there. That's what is killing us. So, many of us, when we speak out, if something bad happens, they start labeling us. We know that. We want to put a problem. Hao watu wa kanisa wanaenda kanisa wenye wanaomba Mungu, kwa nini hawa watu hiyo matatizo? That's not the problem we have is us. It's not them, because they are not here. It's us. They are not here. So she's leveled back home. Let's stop this. Let's support us before we are supported from outside. Don't expect those people back home to support us when we can't support ourselves. Laila, when you compare Laila with Ongeri, or with Demian, Laila, this guy was in jail for 8 years. Who here has gone to jail because of political assassination? Nobody. We are here because everybody here knows this guy is Sapa. So when we start picking up points that Ruto, what does Ruto? That Ruto is no money for grabbing. Right? This guy went 8 years. Who here can go to jail for 8 years? Nobody. Let's ask ourselves hard questions. Let's stop dancing around these simple questions that, hey, what? That's nonsense. Until you ask yourself a hard question, that's when you solve these menace we have about, hawezi kuwa mbunge Kenya kwa sababu ametoka diaspora, hawezi kuwa president kwa sababu ni mjaluo. Bullshit. Allow me to use that language. No. Let's ask ourselves hard questions. Let's change this narrative. Let's go back home and win these seats. I hear somebody going to Kenya, Chui. Let's support him. Na miguu, na mikono, na kila kitu. Because if we don't change to Chui, who do you think will change this? That's all I have.
Round of applause. Now we have Mama Teremencia. Mama Teremencia, are you here? This is Mama who's been with Baba. So she'd like to say a word of wisdom. Give Mama Teremencia a round of applause.
Azimio! Mangai Turos, Pinigoni Magete Gapora.